In Nigeria, there's this big embargo about Biafra. You must never talk about Biafra. We have to move on. You have to forget. You have to just move on. Forget about it. But it's not the duty of people who are not there to forget. If the people who suffered want to forgive and forget, it's their prerogative and they can do that at their will. If there's no healing, then there can't be any moving forward. 700 people died at 4 p.m. on the 7th of October, 1967. We have all their names. 700 people, they died looking their killer in the eye. And they had thousands of witnesses, because what had happened was the Nigerian army said they were coming into Asaba, and Asaba prepared to welcome them. And the welcoming speech was written by the father of the wife of the Nigerian president, Babangida, Miriam Okowu. And he did not live to actually deliver the speech. When they gathered with food and drinks for the Nigerian army, the men were pulled to one side, the women were pulled to one side, and the men and boys were shot in front of the women. So what I ask ourselves is, how can we try to forget and brush over things like that? The ghost of Nigeria will not be laid to rest until truth is told about what happened in Nigeria. Yakubu Gowon, who was in charge during these atrocities, went back to Asaba, and I read what he said. He said, "In the spirit of Christian reconciliation, accept my apologies on behalf of the federal military government for the activities of soldiers in Asaba during the Nigerian Civil War. I am deeply sorry for what happened, especially to those who lost families, and I hope Asaba people will accept this apology, even if it is belated." Now, I have a lot of respect for a man like this, because he's coming to terms with what happened, but he can't apologize for the government because he's no longer in charge of the government. So what I say to people is the Civil War did not end in 1970. The Civil War is still going on in Nigeria, and we have to end it. So my demand today is, let us end the civil wars. Let's find the truth about what has happened in Nigeria. After finding out the truth about what has happened, we have to ask for forgiveness. There has to be some true remorse. The people who were wronged have to be encouraged to find it in their hearts to forgive those who have wronged them. We have to find ways of building bridges. We have to find ways of rebuilding trust. Because only when we can look to the future with trust and with confidence, that we can really, really have any chance of being able to build a proper country. This has brought me to the end of my talk and the ultimate question, which is, how many Nigerians will it take to change a light bulb? The problem is that there's no answer to this question today. Until there's trust, we'll have to set up a committee of three, an Igbo man, a Hausa man, and a Yoruba man. And then the German will say, you've left us out. And then we'll set up another committee of 6. And then when we do that, we'll find out the Ibera man is not there. And the problem is, nobody trusts anybody. That's why the latest committees are made up of 600, 500 people. But it's all futile. Once we build trust amongst ourselves, once we can tell ourselves the truth, once we can rebuild the confidence, and once we can recreate that legitimacy and end the civil war and end the case, then we can send any Nigerian to the room to change the light bulb. Thank you.